This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about. Yep. Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Hey, 80, 358. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
It's third down.
258. Hey, take 26. 26. Hey, 88, 88, 88. 50.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Going for it with Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Pittsburgh.
Get 300. Get 300. Shift.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
trying an inside give to Warren. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Good play made by Jacob Parrish.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Rogers. Gets his tight end on the corner out. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
5 yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here. First and goal, Warren. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Baker now off the play fake. That's complete downfield to Godwin. Space on the right. He's got room. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
With 18.
To throw is Rogers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down.
With 18. Plant. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back one.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Offense to the line, second down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Third and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
26.
Fourth down now, Rodgers. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Steelers, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Steelers.
Warren running between the tackles. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Rodgers off the play action. He's got it downfield near the edge. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get those feet down.
On first down, Warren. And he's stopped right as he reaches the 10. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
On second down, Warren. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
26. Inside. Jump out. Over 50. Hey, 620.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. He gets forward, next back 4 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Working out of the gun, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's another Steelers 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Rodgers from the gun. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. That throw behind his intended target.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
88, 258, 630. Right now, you got 58. Split again.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
14.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. Cut.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bucks have the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
180.
Throwing again is Baker. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
180.
Mayfield to throw again. Flush down now to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
Buccaneers 21. Steelers 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Rodgers to throw. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
And the Steelers first down.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. To throw, Rodgers. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
21 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Wipe up! Box it. Split 15.
Off play action. Here's Rogers. Buying some time left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Along the sideline past midfield. Down the sideline inside the 30. And finally he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Hey, alert 33. Dot.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
He feels going to look to throw this. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Steelers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Miller on the return. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's completed right side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Steelers.
Rogers going to throw on first. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
280.
Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Complete. Smith has it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Screen play set up for Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
He's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up, and then they gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is pull up the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
To throw is Rodgers. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Rams' 45-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Rodgers to throw once more. And it is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
319. 630. Inside. Hey, 88.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Rams 6. Chris Boswell to kick
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 10. Now Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
The kick is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll look to Williams to begin things. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Warren will try the right side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 46-yard line.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 5. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. They'll come up now, second and 9. They toss it to Warren. And he works makes his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Hussle Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running left, it's Warren. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Rams 19. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now it's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, third down. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 48 yards. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Complete, Valdez-Scantling. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
Gain of 43 yards.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage by
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
21 yards. That's good for Rams. 1st down.
And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. One last throw here for Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Levi Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
50. Hey, you block over here. Back north. Hey, check 20.
To throw, Rodgers. And he put everything he's got behind it. His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted. The Niners
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. And quick there. They bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. To the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Warren here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion will.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And the Steelers
First down. Here's Rodgers. This underneath to Warren. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's another Steelers first down.
Rodgers from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Hey, take 26 inside.
And they just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And that is the end of our first quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Second quarter all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play.
Is good.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Get set, get set. Can't. On 18. Stop.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Outside. On 18. Watch out.
Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Green 18. Go to 50. Hey, 88.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This is a heater going deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, take 20, 58. 26.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Sky Moore on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Let's make some good plays today. Come on. Yeah, all about teamwork, son. Oh, yeah.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Get set. Get set. We go. 18. What's up? Yellow. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey to touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
14, Steelers 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. He'll throw it. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, up.
Play action now. Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They kick the running back in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
Get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy to throw it. Absolutely fires this one right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Rodgers set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. To throw is Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
319. Get 300. Get 300. 26.
Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
50. 319.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. Rodgers gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they are going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive to McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Box. Here we go.
Going run again with McCaffrey. No one's around him, he's got space. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They stick with McCaffrey, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw it. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off. A turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. He'll start the drive with Warren. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here he is to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
26. 50.
To throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Desperation time here on 4th. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
1st and goal, Warren. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Huh?
He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Kittle. There he goes, right sideline. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. And that right there tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Setting up to pass. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
To the air on first down. Rogers. That one's cut along the left sideline. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Hey, take 26.
From the red zone now. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Throwing again here, it's Rogers. At the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this. Screen again.
Throwing again, Rogers. Catch made. And he's in, and that's a touchdown.